The Prince of Wales, 73, has been championing diversity and inclusion this week, a cause he said is close to his heart. The heir apparent made the comments during a visit to Homerton College at the University of Cambridge yesterday. He also officially opened pharmaceutical giant AstraZeneca's new £1 billion science lab in the city. On his visit to Homerton College, Charles was greeted by the principal, Lord Woolley of Woodford, who is the first black man to lead an Oxbridge college. The prince said, "I could not be more pleased to hear about the excellent work being carried out to promote greater inclusion and diversity. As Lord Woolley knows, this is a subject which has always been close to my heart, and which I have sought to take forward, and to support, as much as possible much of my life." While Charles has been promoting his own causes, the Queen's eldest son has been accused of sidestepping the work of his sons, William and Harry, in the past. Sky News royal correspondent, Rhiannon Mills, made the claim in the new documentary, The Princes and the Press. In the first episode of the two-parter, which was broadcast on BBC Two on Monday, Ms. Mills laid bare the competitive nature of the relationships between the different royal households. She said, "When I've interviewed Prince Charles and tried to ask him about his sons maybe being involved in championing causes around young people, Prince Charles sidestepped that. He didn't want to talk about." The Princes and the Press is presented by Amol Rajan, the BBC's media editor and a host of the Today show on Radio 4. The former editor of the independent newspaper speaks to a range of journalists and commentators for the program as he analyzes the relationships between members of the royal family and the media. With Ms. Mills, he discusses how the royal households have, in the past, not operated in perfect harmony with one another. She said, "I think during that time you did have Buckingham Palace, Clarence House, Kensington Palace working in silos really. And that is something that's always fascinated me, is that the households obviously have to consult very closely on the diaries, who is announcing what and when. But within each household, there is still this competitiveness about getting coverage for their causes, for the visits that the documentary looks at Harry's unprecedented statement put out in November 2001 in defense of his wife Meghan Markle, who was still his girlfriend at the time. In it, the Duke of Sussex lambasted the damage done by certain sections of the press and said he was worried for Meghan's safety after she had been hit by a wave of abuse and harassment. He added, "Some of this has been very public, the smear on the front page of a national newspaper, the racial undertones of comment pieces, and the outright sexism and racism of social media trolls and web article comments." The extraordinary statement, which was released just a week after Meghan and Harry's relationship was made public, came at the same time his father, Charles, was on a royal tour. The Prince of Wales was in Oman for a week-long official visit with the Duchess of Cornwall. Charles, who began the tour with a ceremonial sword dance, was said to have had the headlines taken away from him by Harry's bombshell statement. Ms. Mills said that distracting attention from a royal tour was a big no-no in the royal family. She added, "You do not do anything while another member of the royal family is on tour that could possibly overshadow that." Prince Harry confirming he was dating Meghan Markle blew any coverage about Prince Charles completely out of the water. The Princes and the Press is available on BBC iPlayer.